When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this. And the Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll go to the ground. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Fresno State right back to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Tempo and overdrive.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. They'll try to run for it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's got it on the right. Smashes ahead. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And how about about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
On to attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Broncos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And there's no doubt, guys, we will be focused on these 2 star playmakers on the outside.
I'm curious to see how much man coverage we're going to see today. I don't know if either of these defenses is confident enough to go mano-a-mano with these 2 dudes on the field. They're 2 of the best in the nation.
These cornerbacks aren't looking for man-to-man coverage. I can promise you that. They'd be like, give me some help over here. But we're going to see some split screens, and we're going to see who had more catches, who had more yards. We're definitely going to be breaking that down this game.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Fighting off the defender. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on second down. Got his man down the middle. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Third down play from the gun. Snags it over the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Used the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Broncos are threatening on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Boise State!
Man, that is so good. There's not a lot of room to work over there on the sideline in the end zone. He was able to control his body, catch the football, make sure he had a foot down in bounds. It doesn't get any better than that.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. It'll be a draw. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fresno State will have to punt. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
On to kick it away.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Caught over the middle. It's Day. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback. And they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's going to fire deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, Think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got...
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like...
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They go to the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And that's going to tie it up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the ground with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He looks that one in nicely. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Going up top on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders.
Pulls it in.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try the run. Hard running there. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Broncos will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. It's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Fresno State will have to punt it away.
Brings up 4th down.
Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll go to the counter play. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Here's the handoff. Nice move to pick up yardage.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
They're trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's going to pass on second down. On the run, still looking. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Leaves it with the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the...
Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Fresno State right back to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Pocket starts to go, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over Wisconsin. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Buys a little time. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in third and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make third and long look like third and short, and pick up a first down.
On second down, just keeps firing. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They'll give it on the counter. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. What a snag by the defense. Taking it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Broncos in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Might be looking to run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
Lining up for the PAT. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go to the counter. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Trying play action. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score. Fresno State 27, Boise State 24.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his tight end. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, I tell you what, this guy's making a name for himself. 2 sacks last week. He's got 2 today already. He is terrorizing quarterbacks.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They're going to run it. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got his man quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 24 over Wisconsin. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Broncos will punt this one away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch at the 25. Touchdown Bulldogs. Reeled it in and just made the house call. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
41, Boise State, 24.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
Yeah, down by 17. It's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off-play action on first down. Going up top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. He's got an open man. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. He'll do it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he's meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. Try to barge their way in. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Boise State, 32.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Give to the running back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Fresno State right back to the line.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense, quick tempo.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He'll keep it himself. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Fresno State will have to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He's up to 90 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Quick completion to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The give to the back. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. No huddle offense to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try.
Fresno State, 48. Boise State, 38.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They'll rely on running behind the big left tackle here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Going with the ground game left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Looking for space. It's Gaines. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Fresno State right back to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll put the tight end in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
From the gun, the ground game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Avoids pressure. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Running back searching for a hole. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on out.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The give on the inside. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Running through contact. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Gaines. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on second down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Release to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Gaines. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Here comes the offense on first down. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.